Hello, good evening. Welcome to Sports Central on Best Update TV, your number one online news update channel. And today we have so many fans in the house. You could see them by the jerseys they are wearing. The Chelsea fans are here. Chelsea, can you make some noise? All right, and then I have my colleague, the Arsenal fan in the house. Mr. Brian, how you doing?
I'm fine.
All right, so today on Sports Central, we are going to be having something different from what we've always had. We're going to be having a banter in the house. The team that can speak should speak for themselves, you know. And I know Chelsea today, they don't really have mouths, but the people we have in the studio, they have mouths. All right, so from my extreme left, I have the only lady in the Chelsea team right here on Best Update TV, Miss Oluebube. You know, she's a regular face. Oluebube, how are you doing?
I'm doing very fine.
You know, with the whole Chelsea trauma, how are you feeling? I want to ask you, how are you? Do you need a hug?
I need a hug and a kiss.
All right, and then sitting right next to me by my left is Mr. Brian, our one and only gunner in the house.
They are waiting champion.
The awaiting champions. The champions already, sir. How you doing, Mr. Brian?
I'm fine.
How has your day been?
Not bad.
All right, and then by my right here, I have, he's already nodding. Number one Chelsea fan in the house. I have Chimeremeze right here. Chimeremeze, you're welcome to Best Update TV.
Thank you so much.
All right, so today we want to talk. We have a Chelsea match coming up, Chimeremeze, Chelsea Fulham. Tell us your mind. Is your mind strong with your form now? Don't lie. And with Potter as your manager, how do you feel? Do you feel that this game is a win for you?
Well, for me, I think Chelsea has always played very well. And not minding that we've not been consistent in our form. So many persons are not actually expecting us to win. But I think I'm very much confident that Chelsea will beat Fulham.
Very confident.
100% confident.
Okay. I know that Mr. Brian is cooking something in his chest for you people. He's just being calm because he's a gentleman. Oluebube,
Yes,
let's know what you think. Chelsea Fulham today.
it's a win-win-win for Chelsea. Because the current Chelsea right now is not like a hungry lion. We want the win.
Okay.
We're tired of losing.
Yeah.
And the fans are not happy about it. The coach is not happy about it. I saw a post that the coach said that the constant lose is already affecting his family, affecting him emotionally. So I know he's not happy and he's going to try out something positive today. So I believe in a win for Chelsea.
Mr. Brian,
Well,
do you believe in this thing they are saying?
they are just speaking out of admiration for their club because it's been long anyway that they actually won a match. I think for almost since 8 matches now, they've actually won only 1 match. So,
Which is very sad.
Which is too bad for a team that is actually fighting for top 4. Well, like I was telling them earlier before we entered the studio, Fulham is not actually. I think this is actually a London derby, so it's not going to be easy per se. I've watched this team starting from this season. I've played them. We played them at the Emirates this season. I know how. I mean, they scored before us.
Yeah.
I know how tough it was for us to even come back from that 1 goal down and score in the dying minute to win. Same thing happened with Man City some weeks back. Man City beat them with a penalty 2-1 to show that this team is not
strong.
And they're not actually a team that you're going to push over. So if they are saying they are going to win with confidence in their heart, well, it's up to them. But I know tonight they are going to hear it.
All right, now this is just a debut, or rather a tip of the iceberg for what we have for you today. This is Sports Central on Best Update TV. Keep your comments coming in, your opinions. Come on, talk to us on the comment sections. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Best Update TV is built upon core values that helps keep us together in this journey. Professionalism, integrity and commitment, teamwork and innovation, creativity and service. Keep watching Best Update TV.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. This is Best Sports Central on Best Update TV, your number one online news update channel, and we've been talking Chelsea Fulham game today. I want to start with Mr. Brian. You know, you seem to have this full confidence in the Fulham team, and you know, Chelsea just signed Felix, and I'm hoping that Felix should play first leg today,
sure.
And that is a plus for the Chelsea team. Don't you think that this has something to offer, or Felix has something to offer in tonight's game?
Well, if you're saying Felix has something to offer, that's for himself because actually he has not actually been fantastic since this season. That is because according to what I've seen, Atletico Madrid is not actually playing to his strengths.
Yeah.
He's an attacking player, but you know the way Atletico Madrid play, they play kind of a defensive game, which actually limits the way he actually plays football. So, well, I wouldn't say he's not going to have an impact. I hope, hopefully, he's going to do something today.
Sure, he's going to. He's going to.
Okay, Chimeremeze, you are the Chelsea fan. Speak for Felix.
Yeah, I think for Felix is going to have a very good impact in the Chelsea game. It's true that he had some tough time while at Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
But I think Chelsea is going to give him that opportunity to show what he can be able to do. So it's a win-win for us. I think Felix is going to add an energy
but
to our game.
come to think of it, I don't actually see much difference between this Chelsea team and the Atletico Madrid team. It's not as if you guys are actually playing
Of course, these are two
fantastic
different.
tiki-taka kind of football.
Chelsea plays a very
So
good.
Exactly.
you can't compare Chelsea with Arsenal or with Man City. They are different team entirely.
You are just saying this thing because Arsenal are a kind of performing right now more than Chelsea.
I'm not
but
saying
I know that we are more of an
playing
attacking team more than Arsenal.
And what you
Really?
Chelsea
what
is
you
more
need
of
to
an
understand
attacking
is-
team more than Arsenal.
What you need to understand is Aubameyang came into Chelsea with low spirits. You understand?
Low spirit from
that killed our forward. That
No,
killed
what
our
actually
attack.
what actually
Are we aware
Are you
that
now saying Aubameyang's fault that Chelsea is not doing well?
been banging
yes,
goals.
Our
yes,
attack
it's
is
actually
lacking
our
behind.
attack is lacking
They're
behind.
not giving
And
us what we want.
also what actually caused the poor performance of Chelsea is the change of management.
Exactly.
If you watch, change of management was where our problem started from.
But you people actually have the same player.
No,
So
we don't.
what
We had
The same
we
players
are having
that
the
won
same
the Premier League.
Fine, but
Are
then
you saying that Potter is not doing
Potter
well
has
for
a
Chelsea?
different mentality
Exactly.
from our previous
Former
coach.
These
Every
are two different
coach-
managers
every
that
coach
have-
comes with
I'm
a
sure you
different
do, I'm
energy.
sure you do watch Brighton. Between Brighton and Chelsea, who actually plays attacking football?
Chelsea plays a good attacking football more than Brighton.
I don't even know what
You
you're saying.
don't want Brighton.
Because they beat us
Ryan,
doesn't mean that they
you don't
play
want
more than
Brighton.
we do.
Ryan.
If you
Because
play-
they beat
play-
us
if you
doesn't
play-
mean
if
they
you
play
play
more than
Brighton, you know you are playing a strong team.
we played Brighton and they played us 4-1.
Yes.
Yes, they won 4-1, but that doesn't mean that
On
they
that day,
play
you actually
more than
played
we do.
fantastic football that day.
It
It's
is
not as if you guys
because
played
it is
anything that
because
day.
of the energy the players went into the match with. It is because of the energy. One, the change of management was already affecting the team.
Which
Now
actually
they sacked the coach.
actually count.
They sacked the coach, so everything was actually going.
Look at what Brian is saying.
Everything was actually going.
Why Arsenal seems to be doing very well now is because they bought a good sharp forwarder, attacker.
When you say good sharp forwarder,
And now,
people are actually saying that
He's not even having more of impact in Arsenal games. So.
He's
He's on injury, and Arsenal is still doing well.
Another replacement.
You know, when he was on injury, you people said we were
you say
finished.
he's a sharp striker.
Exactly.
If you compare his goals return, you are going to have actually you see that it's actually different. How can you say somebody played almost 14 games and he gave a return of 5 goals and you're saying he's a sharp striker? Well, if you say
he's having impact in all of your games.
Yes,
There's no
that's the only
There's
thing
no
I'm going to
how.
agree with you.
He
That
has
it's
impact
actually
in all of
having
your
impact.
games.
Because for a striker to have 6 assists and 5 goals, he's actually
He's
trying. Just
doing
that
well.
the
He's
goals
doing well.
have not been coming just like Haaland. You can't compare him to Haaland. Haaland is just stay there and score goal. That's the only thing he does.
Even in his absence, Nikita is also doing well.
He only played 2 games recently.
In the last 2 games,
He only
did you see
played
his
2 games.
performance?
He only played
in
2
the
games.
last
So
actually doing
In the
well.
last
Well,
2
for me,
games,
I
didn't you see his
think
performance?
for me, the problem of Chelsea is the change of management. Because they changed everything from top to down.
Sweep
Everything was changed from
everything
top to down.
out.
So it's actually a new era for the club,
And
and this is what you are supposed to expect.
All right, since
Well,
let's drag Brian a little. Let's drag Brian. We won't pity him. In as much as I'm an Arsenal fan, we won't pity him today. You know, we are just 5 points ahead of Man City.
Okay.
And you know, before we started, we were discussing, and Brian said, "Oh no, we just need Man United to do the work for us and beat Man City." Do you think that's a feasible thing?
It's not going to happen. We are already talking about this before we came into the studio. I told him, if you watched Manchester City's game yesterday, you watch the bench, you see the quality of players that were on bench.
Sitting.
So for me, I think it's going to be 3-1 against Man U. They are going to beat Man U 3-1.
I'm very sure.
I'm very sure.
No. You
I'm very sure of
know,
it.
there's a saying now going on that Rashford is the new
Oh, he's not
Mbappe.
good.
Yes.
You know, anything
He's been performing
can
very
happen. Anything can happen actually.
Because they are playing low team.
You know,
They are playing Charlton.
Man City.
They are playing Charlton. They are playing Everton. They are playing. This thing are not
Man
top
City actually
clubs.
play
You
like
know, there's no small team on
Manchester
small
United
team on Premier League actually.
Of course there is.
You know, there isn't. If not, the clubs like what are they called? Brentford
Crystal
shouldn't
Palace,
be winning
Brentford.
top table teams.
Like Liverpool. That's what you want to make.
Yeah.
No, even
So there's no small club.
The thing is,
There is actually a small club but all of these things is based on the mentality and the energy a team goes into the game with. If you are having a low spirit and going into a game, definitely is that you get the best result you're going to get from the game is sure.
Okay, so you're saying that it's impossible.
For me, I'm not seeing Man U winning
actually
Man
seeing the
City.
possibility.
There is no
I'm
possibility.
seeing the possibility.
There is no possibility.
Because the Man United I know is a team that knows how to play big teams. In their previous games against Man City, it has always not been easy for Man City. And I think that's one of the reasons why Guardiola decided to bench some of his key players, because he knows that what is ahead of him is very strong and big.
He had to risk losing out at the FA Carabao Cup.
I think he knows what he stands to face on Sunday. It's not going to be an easy on Saturday. It's not going to be an easy game for Man City. So they're going to fight. They're going to fight.
For me,
This is a Manchester derby.
It's a Manchester derby.
I don't minding that it's a Manchester derby.
Any of the teams can win.
I see Man City still winning
How
the
can I
game.
say?
Still
Any
winning
of
the
the team can
game
win.
comfortably. Man City is going to beat Man U.
Yeah.
All right,
At Old
we are
Trafford.
having Arsenal Tottenham. Arsenal Tottenham on Sunday.
London derby.
Yeah, he's
So, Mr. Brian, are you confident?
Well, I've been watching this Tottenham team for some time. In their last 3 to 4 matches, it's not as if they've actually been fantastic, so to speak. Conte is not an attacking manager,
Okay.
and they actually have an attacking forward. Imagine a team where you have Kane, you have Son, you have Kulusevski. I mean, those are attacking good attacking players. But you see, the way Conte actually plays, kind of he beats the attackers from playing. You expect somebody like Son to come to the midfield to come and collect one and run down to the attack. It's not done that way. So, and watching Arsenal as well this season, actually, there's no doubt about everybody actually can say that.
Even with their draw with Newcastle. With their draw with Newcastle.
Well, with Newcastle actually came for a draw. I mean, when a team comes for a draw, they are going to frustrate you. It's not as if they played anything. We played them from
Newcastle
beginning to the end.
I don't know.
I think
Newcastle
when you say
played.
Newcastle played, how many chances did they create?
I think
Newcastle actually played a very good
Arsenal
game.
did not really play well.
In that game,
Well,
Yes.
there are
The
some
first
players
half,
who did
yes,
not raise their level that
Newcastle
day.
actually
Somebody
played a very good game
like
against Arsenal.
Martinelli, he did not raise his game that day.
Yeah.
If not, the only person I
Do you
just
think he
saw
was
there was just Saka.
overconfident?
Well, not like overconfidence. Sometimes you just have an off day. I think some of the players were just having an off day that day. If
Okay.
not, I don't think they were actually headed us to a draw.
It's a poor
Because
performance.
among all the big teams they actually played, for instance, they played Man U, at Old Trafford. They played very well that day. They even played more than Man U. They played Man City. Remember when they played 3-3 with Man City? They were leading Man City with 3-1. They've already played Tottenham. They beat Tottenham at their white lane.
Yeah.
So you can see actually the team Newcastle is not actually a pushover team.
Yeah.
They've already played well against the big team. It was against Arsenal that I just realized that they didn't actually raise based on the fact that they are attacking.
They attacked the
Because
defense.
even, do you know that Trippier that day was not even coming out the way he used to come out?
they attacked.
He was just there, man.
Their games
there were like
well.
2 or 3 players.
That's what
Mamaki,
football.
Martinelli,
You don't just go for an attack and stay.
Knowing that
Yes,
they're
because
playing
definitely
Arsenal.
return to defend.
Knowing that they're playing
your
they
Arsenal.
know they are playing Arsenal.
That
They
was
know
what
Arsenal
they were
will come at them.
Every team. You don't just go for an attack and then you stay there. You have to return back to defend your game.
Well, in that match, I know so many times they actually came forward. I can't
They
count
played.
how many times they actually came forward.
They played a very good game against Arsenal.
They played the game they want to play, which is they came to defend just to grab the points.
Even against
And they
Brighton,
were
a game
happiest.
before that Newcastle against Brighton.
Yes.
It was actually luck.
You said luck?
Yes.
4
It was
goals.
actually
4 goals.
It was actually luck. Arsenal was
The same Brighton that beat Chelsea 4-1.
Arsenal was lucky to get 4 goals in that game.
Are you
Lucky to get
serious?
4 goals.
For me, I think Brighton has played Arsenal in that game.
We didn't work for the goals.
You guys actually worked for the game, but
Who
it
is trying
was.
to say that
What I'm saying
they
is,
put in
you
more
guys,
effort,
yes, you guys
Brighton
had
put
the,
in
you
more
guys had to
effort.
put in
Toward
more
the
work
end.
to get the 4 goals.
Toward the end, you
But
see
it
they
was still
put
4
effort
goals.
toward the end.
It was still
But the
4
thing
goals,
is,
but
in
you
a
suffered
team-
for the 4 goals.
How do you
the thing
suffer
is-
to
I-
suffer?
Your
goals.
energy paid for the goals.
The
You're
thing
you're
is-
playing away from
You're
you're
already
playing away from your
So the thing,
your
the
home.
thing is, when you're forward,
What do you expect?
when your forward is sharp, whether you play well or not, they will deliver. And I think that's the advantage Arsenal. I've been saying this.
Over
Easy.
Chelsea.
No, actually, that even
That's an advantage
that
for
game,
them.
that Brighton against Arsenal, I think Brighton came into that game not fully confident the way they came into the game against Chelsea. If they had attacked the
because
game the way they came against Chelsea,
they are playing against a better
But
team.
you are complicating what you're saying. You're saying Arsenal had to work hard for 4 goals, and you're here also saying that Brighton didn't come in confident. Now,
Against
if they did not come in confident, how did they now stress?
I'm saying like they attacked the game against Chelsea. They actually they didn't give in the more energy like the way they did against Chelsea.
How do you put more
But they
energy
scored 2 goals.
for
They
a
scored
team
2
that
goals.
you are not confident enough to win?
Your question is a kind of lost with the question.
I'm saying
Because you are contradicting
you're
yourself.
contradicting
What he's trying
yourself.
No,
to
I'm
so
saying
what
that-
he's saying is that you
I'm
guys
s-
not play an excellent game.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to remember.
Like I'm saying that
a team scored
the way
scored 4 goals, and you're saying
the
they
way
don't play excellent
Brighton, a kind of took the game against Chelsea
Yeah.
wasn't the way they actually
The
gave it to
one
Arsenal.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're saying
Because
they
if
gave it
they
to
are
us on a
very
softer note.
soft, yes. Because if they had attacked it the
I
way
don't-
they
I don't want
did
to
against
say-
Chelsea,
I don't want to say-
definitely
Chelsea did not play.
Because there's something I want to say,
Chelsea did
and
not
if I
play
say-
well that day.
Yes, I don't know.
You played a good
You're
game.
not saying that
You played a-
Brighton did not play
No,
Arsenal
we
well.
played a good game
You cannot
against
say
Brighton.
Chelsea did not
We
play
played
well.
a good
Because
game.
Chelsea did not play.
But
Play a good
what
game
I'm
that
still
day.
saying is it's still management and the change of everything that is
Everything that's
affecting Chelsea.
affecting
Oh, okay, we are back here now.
Yeah, we will always come back to this point.
Exactly,
Because
it's
this is where our
affecting us.
problem started from.
That shouldn't even be an excuse.
It's an
Okay.
It's a very big excuse.
So the
It's
same
an
players.
We don't just get players.
It's an
We had
excuse.
we had new recruitments into the team.
Yes.
Who are
So
the
so
recruitment?
we had new players into the teams now.
Like
We had Aubameyang, we had Koulibaly. So these guys,
and those are actually good
I
players.
think,
Umbrella.
let me read a
So-
comment online. I think we have a Chelsea fan
Okay.
watching. Mr. Oye Stanley, he says Chelsea will definitely win this game tonight. Joe Felix will score a hat-trick.
That one is
Ah,
impossible.
ah.
That one is impossible.
This one is a wishful thinking.
Somebody that scored is he 8 goals or 5 goals
No,
in
he has-
in how many
He
years?
has made a point that I've been hoping that you Chelsea fans will say, instead of putting all the blame on management. Now he's saying there's so much injury too in the Chelsea team, and I think that's one thing that's even affecting the
apart
Chelsea
apart
team.
from we are actually tracing the problem
Apart
from
from that,
where it started
exactly.
from.
Apart
There is a
from
place.
the
There is a
injury.
place our problem started from before we now get to the
Into
point
the-
of injury.
injury.
But
So
don't you think that
management.
Reece James has an effect? The absence of Reece James has
Yeah,
an
it's,
effect on the
exactly.
that's the most important. That's the most. How will I put it?
Significant?
Yes, that is affecting the
The
team.
team.
James has a very great impact in the Chelsea
team.
team.
You talk as if James plays in midfield and plays in the striker.
But whenever
James-
he's in the
James-
game,
yes.
whenever he's
Whenever
in the game,
you see the
This is just
impact,
He has
you
a
see
way-
the impact
he
of
has a
whenever
way
James.
he's in the game, you feel this.
You feel the impact of James.
There's no how James
James-
will be in a
You feel
Brian,
the
I'm
impact-
actually with
feel
him on
his
this
presence.
one. James is the Chelsea team.
James is the
Exactly.
Chelsea team.
There's no how you not
Because
feel
when
his
you
impact.
guys played against what's this game again that he came back and played, and after a
Against,
while he left
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
Against
When he was
When
in-
they played,
yes.
when he was in the game, there was this
It was
energy,
excellent.
Yes.
agility in the field.
In the team,
Immediately
immediately
he left.
immediately
So
left.
why can't
I'm
every
not
other
saying-
player play like
Exactly.
James?
So why are you blaming your
Why can't every other
management
play like James?
when your players are
everything.
waiting
Wait,
on?
James,
See,
is
in
James the only
every
person that play for the club?
in every team, there
Is
must
it
be.
the highest player?
There is always
Highest
a
paid player
player.
in your
There is
club?
always a player that is an energy to others in every
You
team.
guys said
when you come to Man City,
Gabriel Jesus
Is it-
was
is
our
it-
energy.
when you
Is
come
he
to
even the
Man
captain?
City, when you come to
Is
Man,
he even
we're
the
not talking
captain?
about captaincy here. We are talking about
But-
the energy. Who is motivating the others?
the team.
When you come to Man City, you see that De Bruyne is always
I
the
don't,
one
I don't see
motivating
James,
the
James
Manchester
as the
City
one
team.
motivating
He's
the
the one.
Chelsea team.
Whenever
James,
You
James
can
is in a
only
team,
say
I will
James.
say he's the
actually-
one putting
James,
more.
James,
He's putting in
James
more.
is the
The
motivator.
James
rest-
is one putting
James
more
and
when
James and
when he
Thiago
comes to,
Silva.
this thing playing.
James and watch, once James is not there, it's true that Thiago Silva performs, but not to his best
Why?
compared to when James is there.
Why?
That's why I'm saying that James is more like
More
a
like the
motivator.
engine, yeah.
That's
Are you not
the
seeing? Are
The
you not
engine
seeing?
to the team.
Chelsea is not a one man
Chimereze,
team.
are you not seeing the problem now? That Chelsea is depending on James to pull off. That the
Yeah.
players should actually be spoken to start putting in their
The
best.
players are
effort.
putting in their
The
best.
thing
They are
is,
doing
just
very
like
well.
we said before,
The
like,
whole team is doing very well.
the reshuffling of things in Chelsea, how the way it affected the team. Now these teams, these players, they are human beings. They have emotions.
Yeah.
Most of them are already connected to the former coach.
Exactly what I
Connected
want
to
to
the
ask.
board.
Brian, do you think?
understand?
Let me ask you now. You won't be sentimental. Do
Okay.
you think that the Chelsea players are not giving their best because they don't like Potter?
Well, I don't think so. I don't think they're not giving their best because even before Potter left, I think they've been having something of this nature. Just that it wasn't significant it wasn't as much as we are seeing it now. Even there was a time Chelsea fans were actually clamoring for Tuchel to make some changes, that his pattern of play and all that.
Yeah.
So you're not going to say because Tuchel left. You're only saying that
We've never
because of,
complained
what
about
happened-
wait,
Tuchel's
you're only saying
tactics.
that because
What happened was-
Potter is not actually doing Graham Potter is not actually doing well now.
Yeah.
That's the reason why you're saying this, because even
What
once
happened? What happened with
during the-
Tuchel? What happened with Tuchel was because everybody, all coaches, most coaches in Premier League has studied his pattern, and now Premier League is a very competitive league.
Okay, they are using it against.
Yes, they've
There's-
studied
there-
his pattern.
you can't say they studied his
They've
pattern.
studied his
Of
pattern.
course.
somebody
They've
like
studied their
somebody
team.
like
Of course.
Pep Guardiola,
They studied
who
his
has
pattern.
carried the league for like four
No,
good
they've studied-
seasons.
Imagine
Imagine,
Potter.
nobody
Imagine,
studied
Now
him.
watch.
Is it
Imagine
that he's
Tuchel
not being
coming
Nobody
in.
studied
dynamic?
him.
Imagine Tuchel coming in to beat coach Guardiola
Pep
3
knows,
times
Pep
in the
knows
league.
when to.
And what happened later?
You know one thing with the Graham Potter is that Potter doesn't know when to change, who to bring in, and
He's
at what
confused.
time to
He's
introduce
lost.
a player.
He's lost in the
But
in
you
the club.
talking about Pep Guardiola, he knows when to remove, he knows when to introduce a player and a game changer.
So me,
But we've
what
seen,
I'm
Currently,
going to say
Potter-
is that
Potter is not.
I feel like our coach
don't
is still
know.
lost in the team.
I don't know.
He's
Potter is confused.
He's actually
I don't know.
confused.
The management
Imagine
as
our
a whole
last
is
game.
confused.
Imagine our last game. He actually benched Chukwuemeka. Now the
It's not as if
a previous game before
wait,
that one.
has Chukwuemeka been tearing it up since all this while?
Wait,
I
a
think
previous
he's
game
trying to
before-
make a point.
Yes,
a previous
is it
game
their
before
message?
that
To
one,
make a point.
Chukwuemeka
She's trying
didn't
to,
perform
yes,
very
she's
well.
trying to
Then
relate
in our
the
last-
performance of the
exactly.
last game to what happened.
In our current last game.
Yes.
Now Chukwuemeka performed very
Very
well in
well.
a previous game before the last game we played, and now coming to that last game, you benched this guy that nearly scored.
Even
So who-
introduce
Imagine
Humphrey, where
you
the guy, the entry
benched
of the
this
guy, I
guy
don't know
and
where he
started
picked,
Gallagher
where he
ahead of
picked
him.
the
He even
entry of the
started
guy
Gallagher ahead of him.
the central midfield, the central defense. The
He
entry
even
of the
started
guy.
Gallagher ahead of him. Is that not to show
You know,
that this
Chelsea
man is
actually have
confused?
so many injuries right now. So
The man is confused.
to me, it's just
To
a
me,
way of
We are having
he's trying
injury
to
crisis
test
quite
out.
a lot,
He's trying
but
to test
then
out
you should
how
not be
this
testing.
play now.
You don't have,
You should not be
don't
testing.
test
If a player
in
should
a game
impress
against
you,
Manchester
exactly.
City.
Just because
If
one
a
player
game-
has
no.
a good match does not mean you start using him in the next match.
If a player
That's not a
should
guarantee.
impress
And
you,
introduce him and see what he can
Okay,
do for the
for
next
instance, now
match.
you people have been clamoring for Omar Hutchinson to start a match. What happened?
Finally.
They finally gave him a chance. What happened? The guy played
what we are
badly.
trying to say is this
So
particular
what if
player that
Chukwuemeka-
impressed.
What if
he
Chukwuemeka had
impressed
gone
us.
for that second play now and maybe he finally doesn't do well?
Let's see.
Let's see
Let's
it. We want to
first.
see it
We want to
because
see
he impressed us in
Yeah,
our
in the
previous
previous game.
You
Let's see
shouldn't
what he
bench
can
a
give
player
in
that
the-
we
in
already
the
know
next game.
is giving us energy
Yes.
what we want. You
Let's
brought
see.
in this player against Man City
Let's
of
see.
all
The
teams.
guy gave him
against
his
Man
best.
City. We were seeing the impact. Now everybody that watched Man
Introduce him
City,
again
Man City Chelsea
against the
game,
same Man City.
everybody that watched Man City Chelsea game can attest that Chelsea played well.
We played very
but we
well.
lost.
We had played Man City in
Now,
the game.
You people played well.
We had
coming
played Man
to
City in the
coming to
game.
the last game we played, you now had to bench all these players
you are
that
introducing
produced, that
these
impressed
guys.
you, to bring in Gallagher and Jorginho that now giving back pass.
So
Is this what we want?
I think the coach
This
doesn't
is not
know
what
when
we
to.
want.
Doesn't know how to
Jorginho has
make
always
He's
selections.
confused.
Jorginho has always been integral to your team all this while, so you can't say just because somebody came in the last
not
match
in all
performed
games,
well,
not
and,
in all games.
and
If
so
you've
he's going
been
to bench
following
him.
Chelsea games, you know that there are some terrible errors that was committed in the team that was caused by Jorginho.
Yes.
Terrible errors. So you shouldn't say because he has been producing, even when he doesn't perform well, you're still starting. When there is a player that had already impressed you, they're supposed to start.
one match.
No matter how, no matter how, no matter how underperforming Chelsea are, we are still better than Arsenal.
Huh?
Yes. We are still better than. I will keep saying. Even how I wish there is a Manchester United fan here.
How? Is it like
When it comes to
our third
trophies,
team?
when it comes to trophy, a team.
No,
You know a good team by.
We're not talking about trophy.
No, you have to relate it. You have to relate
We are talking
it.
about
no,
this
you have to
season.
relate
You need to still relate.
Yes.
I'm not
You must
seeing,
relate
I'm not
it.
seeing any correlation between
You
trophy
have to
performance here.
relate it because I don't know why.
What does
It is performance. It is
what does
performance.
performance have to do with
It is
trophy?
performance that
I don't
beats
understand.
trophy.
I don't even know
It is
why.
performance that beats
And their
trophy.
performance now.
Wait.
And their performance
So, with
now
this
is about
performance
to
now,
bridge
with
a
the performance
trophy.
now,
Which-
can you
which-
bring trophy?
Which performance?
With this performance, can you bring
No,
trophy?
we are. Listen.
Okay, we
I
cannot
said.
performance.
I
We cannot
said.
produce.
We are not
I
your
said.
problem.
I said. No matter how.
Are you
We are not your problem.
Even
Now.
them that is
Even
performing
you
well,
now.
they are not sure of
You
the
are not even
trophy.
sure
I
that.
think we are winning the league this season.
You that is performing
They are
well,
every blood and
they are
clear,
not
they are
sure of the
winning the league.
trophy.
Okay.
Anything can happen in Premier League, but
Okay.
with the performance of Arsenal right now, we are winning
Anything
this
can
trophy.
happen, but not Arsenal.
Like I
winning
said
the Premier
before,
We
League.
are
they are
winning the
winning
Premier
champions.
You
League.
guys might not win the
How
We
I
are
wish.
winning the
How I
Premier
wish we
League.
can still converge here after the
Oh,
after the
come on
league
now.
is over.
Why
We'll
not?
argue it out.
Why
We will
not?
know at the end of the season. We will know who is who.
All right. Let's just go on a very short break, and when we return, we'll talk transfers. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. This is Sports Central.
Best Update TV is built upon core values that helps keep us together in this journey. Professionalism, integrity and commitment, teamwork and innovation, creativity and service. Keep watching Best Update TV. Watching Best Update TV.
All right, welcome back. You need to have seen what was happening here when we were on a break. The house is heated. It's Arsenal versus Chelsea. I personally feel that this is bad belly. Chimeremez, I think you have a problem with Arsenal.
I don't have a problem with
because
Arsenal.
you did not expect Arsenal.
He's taking it personal like Aubameyang.
No,
Nothing
actually,
personal, but he's taking it personal like Aubameyang. Then what later happened?
Wait, Arsenal is performing very well now, but for me, and I know, I'm very confident of what I want to say now. Arsenal is not going to win the Premier League.
Why?
Arsenal is not going to.
Why?
Arsenal is not yet
It's not as
team
if
to win the
Arsenal
Premier League.
Are you talking about
of
the
recent?
Arsenal you use? You know, it's one thing to talk about a team by your previous knowledge of them. Secondly, it's one thing to talk about your
Even
team
currently.
because you are living in denial.
It's not
You
about, no, it's not about living in denial.
A lot of people
But
said Arsenal was the elephant sitting on top of a tree.
they will still come down.
Elephant has been sitting there.
Exactly.
Elephant has
Exactly
built a
what we are
house.
waiting for.
I built a house on the tree.
Elephant will
I
still
think
come
that's
down.
the denial I think you're talking based on denial. Chimeremeze, this is denial. You can't
Arsenal will
accept the
still
fact
come down.
that you are way down.
I hope you watch the first leg
You are a
between
couple
Arsenal
of
and
teams
Chelsea.
away from
From Arsenal.
relegation.
But then I know that Arsenal is not going to win the Premier League.
So who's going to win it?
Arsenal, Man
Man
City,
City, of
Man
course.
City.
We are rooting Man
This
City.
shaking-
remember
this
that-
shaking Man
remember
City.
You are rooting Man
Remember
City
that
because you can't sleep.
Remember that
peacefully knowing that-
Arsenal have not played against Man City.
We are playing them very
So if
soon.
you
You are
play
going
against
to
No,
play
we are
against
anticipating
Man City.
that.
There's no way this
At least
You're
we
still
will
going to
play
play
them
against-
in the FA Cup very soon.
Do you watch Arsenal Man City last season at Emirates?
Yeah,
It was
Even
just, it
Pep
was just by
Guardiola.
sheer luck that
Even
actually
Pep
won.
Guardiola
One of that
is
day.
afraid of
Actually,
Arsenal
I
team.
actually
Well,
think
we
it's too
played
early.
them.
It's too early for Arsenal fans to
to-
think
ah.
they're going to win the Premier League.
Let's
You guys
watch.
have a
It's too
long
early.
way to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
Anyway,
going into the
prove-
second half
to-
of
To
the
prove
season.
to your fans
to be
and to prove
realistic,
to us.
to be realistic,
that you
we
carried the
came
league.
into the season just to be in the top 4 to go to Champions League.
Exactly.
That was our aim. But
And now we have been
but fortunately
sitting
for
on
us,
top.
this is where
We
The
Ah,
only
found
thing you
our
ourselves.
will be able
performance
to
have
make
actually
this
landed
season
us.
is to make top
So,
4.
we have every right now.
They already
It's
secured
yeah,
the-
you've
the
secured
top
your
four.
top 4 spot.
Exactly, no
But
doubt.
For
winning
the
the
Premier
Premier
League,
League,
for winning the Premier League, I
no,
don't see the
no.
possibility.
Well,
It's not-
that's
it's
what
not possible.
season
Let's
is
Try
still
again
long.
next season.
still very
It's going
long.
to be try again next season.
Let's watch
Okay.
now.
I hope
Chimere,
Chelsea
I'll make
comes
sure
back
that
next
you
season.
come back here and boldly say,
Okay.
I said it.
It's going to be try again next season.
Exactly.
All right, let's talk Aubameyang. There's a rumor that Aubameyang might be going back to Barca very soon.
Yeah, that's if I thought Barca wants him back. That's another problem. Because they might even terminate his contract before he.
You get it.
Actually, they're saying it's going to be 100% free transfer.
That is what Barca actually wants. They said they want it to be 100%
Back to
free.
Barcelona.
Yes.
He should go.
Well, he should go.
He's not making any impact in
he's
the
not making
team.
any impact.
What is he
Is
doing
it
in Chelsea?
the problem?
What is it?
Is Aubameyang
What
the
is he
problem of
doing in
Chelsea?
Chelsea?
He's
He's
not
not
making-
doing
he's
anything.
not
He's
making
not
any
playing
impact.
before most
He's
games right
He
now.
bought
He's
him.
not making any impact.
We
in
bought
Chelsea.
him to be an advantage
You
to our, in our attack.
bought a player that was playing La Liga, scoring goals.
We brought him in.
And
You know how many goals he
killed
scored
him.
last season?
And you killed him.
And he came to Chelsea only for you to come and
You
finish it like
killed
you
him.
finish your.
We
How did we
your-
get
your
him?
number
It's
nine.
like Chelsea.
He didn't
It's like
step up.
Chelsea is the team for
Aubameyang-
retirement.
Aubameyang didn't
If I
step
were
up.
Aubameyang,
He
Chelsea
didn't
is
step
the
up
team
his
for
game.
retirement.
He didn't step up. He didn't step up his game.
Did Chelsea step up their game?
Chelsea step. We are playing very
With this
well.
performance, with number 10 position, you step up your game.
We did.
That's
We
what I'm
did.
saying.
Almost going
We
into
know where our
relegation.
problem is coming from.
Where is
Yes,
the
And
problem?
we
it's
actually
like-
can trace
You
our
keep blaming
problem.
it's like
management.
Aubameyang
We
is
can
What
trace
about
Aubameyang is
and
one
then
of our
from
problems.
Arsenal coming
What about
Aubameyang,
to
yes,
win
coming
shots.
to I'm telling you
He's
right
already
now.
reaching
From
us.
Arsenal, have you
That's why
got
you're
Waste
not
product from Arsenal.
It's not from Barca.
You guys
You
didn't
come from
defend.
Barca.
Arsenal
Exactly.
didn't defend before
Arsenal
he went to
product
Barca.
that went to Barcelona
That went to
and saw an
Barcelona.
advantage
So-
to come and kill us the more. Okay, are you not seeing the scenario?
No good
He
person.
came
He
in
doesn't
from
position well.
Barcelona to Chelsea and we
He was
stopped
actually
performing.
doing well in Barcelona before he came down here. He was scoring goals.
Immediately he joined Chelsea, we stopped performing well.
He even did well. He even did well to an extent in Arsenal before he was
so now
released.
you're blaming him.
When you play in the
Instead of
Premier League,
blaming Chelsea.
when you play in the Premier League, you have to step up your game.
Exactly.
Aubameyang doesn't want to step up
That
his
is why I
game.
ask you.
Is expected.
If Chelsea is stepping up their own game,
Chelsea,
Yes,
we are.
try
Yes,
to
of course, we are
step
doing
they
a
are stepping
very.
up your own game, and
Exactly.
you are
But
playing.
you are here
And you are
blaming
here.
management.
And you are here blaming management.
Crying about
We are
management.
tracing
You
our
are here carrying
our
a
problem.
We are tracing
Chukwuemeka
where our
like a
problem is
Messiah.
coming
we know
from.
we know
Eh?
where our
We know where our
Blaming
problem is
Chukwuemeka
coming
because he
from.
tried. Nearly does not kill a bird.
That's why we are
Now,
saying
now,
that
now,
you
try
should
again.
give
now, an academy boy has
keep
become
trying
a
the
Messiah.
Give him that
One
chance
day
to
to
keep
give this
trying. You understand?
One
That's
day
what we
to
are
kill
saying.
the bird.
We know our problem.
One day.
Yes.
Maybe in
We know
15
our
years
problem.
time or 20
I
years
know
time.
if Arsenal should pass through what Chelsea is passing
Like we did pass
no,
it
no,
last
no.
year.
choke them.
Like we did pass it last year.
You
know how many matches we lost last season?
It wasn't as
Do you know
bad
there was a
as
time
Chelsea.
We know what
were
Chelsea
number
is passing
17.
through
It wasn't
now.
as bad as
Last
Chelsea.
season we were number 17. There was a time we were number 17
We
position.
were literally the Chelsea of this season. Last year.
Same thing happened to Man U.
Arsenal.
But we were not
Just
blaming
to
anybody. We were not blame. The problem, the difference is that we did not blame anybody. We pushed and we
What we are
picked
trying
up.
to do
And we
is
don't- we don't
point
make
out.
change in
No, we
management
are
of four.
pointing out our problem where it's coming out.
We know where our problem is
Exactly.
coming from.
I
We
think
saying our
we are-
problem
there's
is
so
coming
You're not
from
talking about
culture,
you're not even talking about
management,
you're not
and
talking about
everything.
I think
your
there's
style
so
of
much
play.
pressure
You're not talking
on
about
the- on-
your individual
yes.
players.
It's
You're
not
not
talking
talking
about the coach.
You're
Exactly.
not
You
talking
are
about
trying
management.
to-
You're
It's not the coach.
You are
It's
Is it the
not
coach that
trying
is?
to-
Is it the
not
coach
even talking
that
about
is
the coach
putting
that you have mediocre players.
We touched
Play
here.
for Chelsea.
We touched here.
The
We
style of
started
play
from where our
that you're
problem
talking
started
about,
from.
Is it not
We
coming
made
from
mention
the coach?
of the management.
Exactly.
No, I
Is it not
think-
We made
coming
mention
from
of
the coach?
the
Okay.
coach and the tactics of the coach.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay. I think the management is actually putting a lot of effort and spending a lot of
Yeah,
money
they're spending money.
in this transfer
The
season.
money we are spending is coming from our owner, Boli.
The same
Wait,
thing
so
now.
wait,
Is the
wait,
owner
wait,
not
it's
part of the
He's not
management?
trying.
Yeah,
Now-
Wait, is the
Now,
owner not
because
part of the
of
trying.
management? well.
What we are saying
is the money supposed to come from Potter's
Yes,
pocket?
yeah,
the
you
coach
know,
himself,
he's
the coach
putting
himself
in-
is
he's putting
confused.
in-
We
he's
talked
putting
about
in
him
good
being
game.
confused.
But he's
I
buying
feel
good
personally
players.
that Chelsea.
I mean,
Why
he has
are
been-
you going to blame a coach when
I
he's not
feel
even the one that actually
personally-
ordered for this transfer?
That's what we are saying. That's I
How can you
talked
just
about
you,
this.
you a coach you just hire a coach after buying some players and you expect him to use those players well.
Listen, I touched this when I made mention of
Even
of
imagine
our
Kukulela that was performing
problems.
in Brighton last season 2 seasons ago.
Chelsea is
He
a
came down to
different-
Chelsea, all of a
Chelsea
sudden,
is
what
different
happened?
team and
Potter
This guy turned to
doesn't,
flop.
Potter doesn't know his left
Imagine
and
imagine
right.
paying 65
I
almost
feel
70
like-
million.
Potter doesn't know his left
you know,
and right.
I feel like Potter is confused and lost.
Potter is confused
I
and
know.
lost.
He doesn't
know
what
who to
do
play,
again. He's confused.
when to introduce
And
a
this
player,
outbreak-
when to remove a player.
Do you know,
He's
Chelsea-
totally
As me
confused.
as me
conclude
as me
this,
and Potter
I
as
feel
me
like-
and Potter now, who are you actually going to play in that
Yes.
Chelsea team?
Anybody that impresses you.
Let me
That
okay,
impresses you.
Chimere
Like, who are-
Meze,
who are-
hold on.
players that
who are
are
impressing you in your last 5
Chimere
matches?
Meze, if we
We'll see.
swap you now to become Graham Potter, who are your first 11?
Well, I think my first 11.
They tell me his first 11 is actually injured.
Of course, thank God it's coming from you.
Now, okay,
Thank
hold
God you
on.
are aware of what is happening.
But
That
you-
is
you-
your
you won't
so
say
you're
that.
not saying-
You are
You
aware
won't
you're
say
not
that.
considering
You are
that
aware of what
Potter
is
has
You
to
keep
deal with
saying
that
it's
too.
Potter. You keep saying
You're
his
not-
management.
but you're
No.
saying-
What makes a
We
manager
know we
a
are
good
having
manager?
injury crisis, quite alright. But then, when a player performs well in a
Okay,
match,
remove the ones that are
Who has
that
been
are
performing
in the
well?
hospital.
Let me even ask.
Let me use it like that. Let's remove the ones
Zakaria
in the
has been
hospital.
impressive,
Who are
actually.
your first
Recently,
11 now?
that's the
Recently.
last
With
the
what
last
you
2 to
have.
3 games.
That's what I'm saying.
Who should Potter be playing?
with what we have, these are our first 11. But then, what we are trying to say is, there is when to make a change. There is when to remove a player.
That's why I'm asking you now. As Chimere Meze, Graham Potter, who will you play? What do you think Potter
when it
should
comes,
do better?
okay, fine. When it comes to the midfield, I think Jorginho shouldn't be starting our game. Play Zakaria. This guy is doing
Even
well.
Kovacic.
Pair him with Kovacic.
Kovacic not playing.
Pair him with Kovacic. These guys will perform very well at the midfield park. They will do very well. So not giving us okay now against Man City, you are giving us Humphrey. We've not seen this guy
You
before.
don't know who this
We don't know who this guy is. We have Thiago
Well,
Silva on the
And you
play-
even started
you play
Gallagher.
Potter.
Gallagher is
He's the one that is making the team selection for Christ's
Why would
sake.
he make team selection? I mean, you played
when-
almost
when-
8 games now. Like I said, and you
Do you know
won
when a
only
team?
one.
Do you know when a
So
team?
for me,
you should
It's right.
continue. You should continue
They said-
losing.
He's not
They
trying
said
to
Potter
he's
is
trying to
the-
find out players.
They said Potter is the new 007.
No, he should continue losing because
when
he
a
has
team is
lost
not
7
performing well,
games.
it's actually right to blame the coach.
Of course,
Because he's the one making
master
the decision,
tactician.
telling them what to do, telling these players what to do. If
What-
you're not performing
You
well,
can't really
you
What,
blame
what
the
if
coach.
what
You know-
if what
you
if what if
But that's the real
what
truth
is
now.
what is what
The
is over
players
the
can
players?
actually be acting up to frustrate the coach, you know.
Yeah,
we
it's true.
talked about the
It's true
Imagine-
because they
imagine-
don't like his tactics.
Imagine
Talk
mediocre
about
players
the
frustrating
He
a
talked
coach.
about the change, yes.
Eh?
talked about those
No,
changes.
So-
just mention one world class player right now in this your first 11 team.
Thiago Silva is a world class player,
Exactly.
and you know.
Exactly.
That's the only world class player.
You
you
said
have.
mention
know,
one.
you
You
said
said
mention
one.
one.
He has already mentioned
Your
one,
world
and you are
class,
still
hold
dragging
on,
it.
hold
said
on, let me
mention
drag
one.
them now. Your world class player cannot motivate his team in the absence of Reece James. Is that one a world class player?
Of course, he's motivating the team.
Huh?
How? But you just
This
said
It's
it
your
now.
007.
He's-
You said it.
No, wait. She
No.
wants to say something.
You
wait.
said it before that because Reece James is not around and Reece James is the only one who can motivate the
No.
team to do better. You said
that
it.
he is.
Whenever
The energy booster in the team.
Whenever he's around,
Okay,
it
but
Whenever
your
he's
world
around.
class player, Silva.
That means without
is
him,
not the energy
Thiago,
booster.
watch. Thiago is already going down.
Okay, chai.
Thiago is already going down.
Okay.
So Thiago needs orders,
So also,
and he has
exactly.
already given us Reece James. He has done a lot of work where Reece James is.
Brings lot of defense.
So
Even-
he has impacted in
Don't
Reece
you
James.
think-
even
Are you not seeing James as an injury prone player now?
No, James is
Even
not.
Chalobah,
Now
you know,
that is for now,
even-
but in general, James is not an injury prone player. For the past
It's
season,
quite
James,
unfortunate that
yes,
it's happening now
it's just
to-
happening
to
now.
his career.
Okay.
It's just happening now.
Let me ask you now. With all the persons that you've bought so far, all the players that you've bought so far, do you think those buy-ins were wise buy-ins?
Yes.
You think so?
I think so. Like we Chelsea fans, what we are expecting now is to look forward to see the results we can produce with all these players that we've gotten. Like
Alright.
Bully has actually tried, like trying to solve the current problem we are having in the team by trying to get a perfect replacement for the injured players
Players.
currently, so that we will not keep relying on the injured players for not performing well. I think that's one of the things he's doing. Our new owner is doing. So I think the players of bought is actually what it. Imagine Felix. I'm looking forward to see the best of Felix in Chelsea.
For him to score a hat-trick this evening.
I'm not
Best
actually
of
going to
Felix.
score a hat-trick, but at least let's see the
Best
impact
of-
of,
best of
the
Felix.
impact of Felix in the game.
You said something
we'll
in the beginning of
And
the
we'll
show.
definitely
You
win
said
the
something
game.
in the beginning of the show that in Atletico Madrid he was not given a chance
yes,
to prove
to prove
himself.
himself. So
that
I think-
they're playing more of
I
a
think we'll see-
defending.
So Chelsea will give him a
game.
chance to
Of course,
prove himself.
We'll
of
see
course. That
Felix
was why
tonight.
that was why we said, and that was
That's
why he
if-
came. That's
if
why
at
he
all-
came.
Chelsea will
If
always
at
be
all,
That's why he came.
if at all, Graham Potter will not be Graham Potter tonight. Yes,
That man.
he might decide not to play this guy tonight.
Eh,
A man,
now, he
a
just came
confused
now.
man is
Was
always
he
a
He has
confused
playing
trained
man.
and he
today?
trained very well. He
Must
trained
he
and he
play
trained very
today?
well. So when the
doesn't
player
play,
is
he
good in
doesn't.
training, give
You
him
need
a
to
notch.
sit down on the
He will
bench
do well.
and watch the patterns of play
Of
of
the
Chelsea.
yeah, that's even
Before
a wise
coming
thing
in.
to do.
He must
I
not-
don't
he
think
must
it's
just play a
wise
player into a
for
match
Graham
like that.
Potter to play Felix
He
this
mustn't.
evening.
He mustn't play in
He's
today's
very
game.
wise.
But I think
Whether
Potter
he plays
needs to.
today or he plays on Sunday, Felix will still perform. I'm
I
very sure
feel
that
Potter
Felix will
needs to
perform.
make the right selection in today's game for us to win.
All right.
Because I don't really know what's wrong with our coach, but he needs to make the right selection. His problem is making the right selection.
But
and
you know
that's
that
what
So
Potter
who-
Potter
who
actually
are the
did
right
well
selection,
in
actually?
Brighton.
Yes,
Brighton
actually
and
do
Chelsea
well
can
in
be
Brighton.
compared.
You can't compare Chelsea and
Brighton,
Brighton.
there are a lot of pressure in
Yeah, in
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Is a big
Compared to
team.
Brighton.
In Premier
You-
League, Chelsea
you
is a
don't
big
compare
team.
Chelsea
You
and
can't
Brighton.
compare
Once
Chelsea.
you are messing up Chelsea,
Exactly.
the pressure
The
will
pressure
they'll
will be
mount
high.
more pressure.
Why was
It's
he
very
messing up
high.
in Brighton?
You
They'll
can't
mount more
compare the
pressure on you.
two clubs.
Why was
Chelsea
he not
and Brighton
messing up
are
in
not
Brighton?
same thing.
Now you're saying he's
have
messing
to,
up in
you have
Chelsea.
to play with
Why was he not
players
messing
that
up in Brighton?
You have to play
Imagine,
with- you have to
imagine
play with-
you can't be comparing your players with Brighton players, but actually doing way better than your team now.
That's
Because of-
actually
because
true.
because we are having so much of injury crisis. That's why they are performing.
Do
But
you
don't you
know,
think it's
Frank
because Potter
Lampard,
built
for
them well
instance-
before he left?
I'm not sure. Then
I
let
think
him
the
Let
best
him build the current
the
team.
best thing is to
Let him build
Potter.
Chelsea.
It's just like
Give
giving
a
an
chance.
amateur
Give
amateur
him
player.
chance.
The same way Arsenal gave Arteta
give
a
him chance until we are at the end spot of the table.
Yes,
That's when
That's
But
the
that's
wish.
what
That's the
happened
wish.
with Arteta.
That's the wish of Arsenal fans.
that's
Our fans.
Newcastle
your
did it.
dream. You don't want to see us in Premier
That's
League.
the
next
wish.
season.
That's
Newcastle-
the wish.
I know for
That's
Newcastle.
what we did with Arteta.
Do you know?
I
It
know
happened
for-
to Newcastle.
for Brian,
It happened
Brian.
to Arsenal. It happened
I
to
know
Man
the
U.
next news you
But look at where
expect
the
me to
teams are
hear
today.
is
In
that
the top-
Chelsea
in the top
has
four.
been relegated from the Premier
That's what
League.
they're
That's
waiting
the
for.
only thing people want to
That's
hear.
All right,
That's
thank
what
you
it's
so
not
much. Thank you so much.
It's not
Thank
work.
you. Thank you. Before we go, actually, I just want to ask you your top four, your top four teams for the Premier
Prediction.
League. Yes, your top four prediction. Let me start with Chimere.
I think you people have already succeeded this season. Yes, Arsenal they've grabbed
I
a
could
top
feel the
a top four
bitterness.
spot.
Exactly, they
So I
have.
think for me is Man City, Arsenal, and then you get Man U at the third position. Maybe I'm not seeing Tottenham. I'm not seeing Tottenham at the fourth
What of
position.
Newcastle?
Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle.
Exactly.
Newcastle.
All right, Brian.
Newcastle.
Well, I'm not trying to be sentimental here, but based on what I'm saying, Man City have not actually been too that fantastic this season compared to other seasons. Maybe because they've been here and there every other time. So I see Arsenal carrying the league and Man City coming second. Well, the top position, let's just give it to Man U. Maybe in the long run, we get to see who fight for the fourth place between Newcastle and Liverpool.
Well, I see Newcastle
And
finishing.
maybe
ahead of Man U.
Tottenham will actually join the fray
Yes,
anyway
yeah.
during the long run.
All right, Oliver.
Okay, I'll go with Arsenal, Man City, Newcastle, then Man United.
All right. Well, yeah, there we have it. Until we return on Saturday by 10 a.m., where we'll finally know how Chelsea performed today. You know, it's not in Chimeremeze shaking his body and nodding.
It's actually 2-0. 2-0
Okay,
win
okay.
for Chelsea.
We are winning this game.
2-0 win for
You're
Chelsea.
saying 2-0-2?
No, we
2-0
have.
win for
I'll
Chelsea.
go with.
Havertz and Mount.
I'll go
2-1.
2-1 actually. 2-1.
All right,
Okay.
now until we
2-1.
come your way, same time next week, and then on Saturday 10 a.m. This is Sports Central, and I have been Chima Joy leading you on this very explosive sports talk moment. Don't go anywhere. We still have so much more coming your way right here on Best Update TV, your #1 online news update channel. See you Saturday morning.
Best Update TV is built upon core values that helps keep us together in this journey. Professionalism, integrity and commitment, teamwork and innovation, creativity and service. Keep watching Best Update TV.